Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the recent home of the Japanese animation convention Zenkaikon. Dozens of fans book hotels and visit the con to meet celebrities and speak to other fanatics of shows and games they're into. Socializing has always been one of the key elements of cons, and while things have changed over the years, getting together has stayed. The conventions have grown and expanded past just comic books, heading into the territory of anime, video games, and even websites. One of the most popular trends that has developed alongside cons is cosplay, an art form where fans will dress as the characters from various media. Cosplay can be incredibly hard and intricate work, whether it's sewing fantastic clothes or changing your entire skin tone with makeup.
Yes, here it is. I should have worn the rest of this because I have the rest of it, but I do.
Yeah, most of the cons I've been to.
Some of the first cosplayers were those dressed at San Diego Comic-Con in 1970 when the convention first began.
Some of the costumes that she wants made are intricate and there's no patterns for them, so trying to make them as close to the actual characters' items can be a little tricky. Depending on how involved the article of clothing is, it could take me anywhere from 2 or 3 hours to a couple of days.
Recently, cosplay has grown in popularity and has even seen a show about congoers called Heroes of Cosplay. Most fans despise the series as it upped the drama and painted cosplay as a competition. And while competition does play a role at conventions during contests, there's plenty of other things to do, such as music video contests, panels, celebrity meet and greets, dances, skits, screenings of anime, and video games.
Well, it was really cool to actually see all the prints and stuff of all the games and anime that I really like Mass Effect. And then when I saw the Dragon Age things, I freaked out. So.
Yeah, I've been to 2 of them with her, and I've actually enjoyed them myself. It's kind of fun watching other people dress up as different characters, and for me it's like trying to find out who the characters are. I watch some of the anime with Jean, so the ones that I'm not familiar with, she fills me in on.
One of the most loved events held at cons is the Masquerade, a display of various skits put on by costume fans. These performances range from choreographed dances to parodies that are usually judged on craftsmanship. Dances are also heavily anticipated by convention goers. Hosted late at night during or after the con are raves and balls. Most parents feel safe with these dances as security monitors them closely and drugs and alcohol are prohibited.
I don't have a problem with it because I know that Jeannie has good common sense, and if it's someplace that's not for her, she won't be there. So it's a place to go out and have fun and enjoy with your friends.
Most conventions also feature video game tournaments in the gaming room. Not only can you sign up to battle in Super Smash Bros. Or Halo 4, but you can also play Just Dance with your friends and try out some of the consoles set up in the room. If video games aren't your style, however, you can attend panels hosted by some of your favorite celebrities or other fans, as well as go to meet and greets where you can get autographs and pictures with a voice actor.
I like meeting friends. I'm really socially awkward in most situations, but people at conventions tend to at least get me to talk and have a good time, so I like making friends there with all the cosplayers I meet.
Convention tickets are usually relatively cheap, but for 3 days this past year, Zenkaikon charged its guests $60 at full price. Spending doesn't just end there, though. Each convention has its own dealer's room and artist alley, where congoers can buy merchandise and prints for their favorite shows and games. Cosplayers can also spend up to about $200 on elaborate costumes, even if that's making it themselves or commissioning it online.
My most expensive costume, I think, was $80. So, not too much because most of my costumes are pretty simple in design. So I don't really have to go too deep into my pocket to pay for them.
Well, this Attack on Titan one was probably at least $120 with like all the, you know, the jacket and like all the belts and stuff.
Most cons suggest not wasting your money on food, however, as it can get a bit pricey, especially if you're buying 3 days and are planning on staying from open to close.
But when I went to Comic-Con, yeah, I think we would just like buy McDonald's after we left.
Bringing a photo ID and a camera is also a wise idea, as well as a charger for electronics and something to do when sitting down to take a break at the convention, such as a handheld or cards.
Wigs, wig caps, costume supplies, extra socks, because I tend to lose my socks a lot. Snacks, extra spending money, not a lot, and my ID just in case.
Lots of money.
Most guests make sure to pack aspirin, as conventions can also get loud. Everyone has different interests along with their dream convention.
Something kind of medium-sized that has a lot of good voice actors that aren't Vic Mignogna.
My perfect con would be where everything is free and also BioWare related.